Hey everybody, today I will be reviewing these two materials. This is a brush pen with ink. I'm not going to be doing my continuous line stroke on here because the way these act, if you do a continuous line, they go thin and thick, and it kind of, I don't know, I haven't mastered the technique yet. So this one I'm going to just be drawing. This is straight up black and white. I'm gonna scrub through this, drawing with my daughter, which I love doing this. She's drawing to the left side and I'm just hanging out with her. So with this one, I'm kind of just drawing, random things right now. Here comes the face, kind of thinking about what's going on. There goes the lips. I do love this brush pen because of that feel of being able to get a light and fat stroke, but it's almost like the tips are brushed out, so it has this like cool texture to it. I love that. So once again, just kind of drawing right there on the cheek on the right side. You can see I turned the pen slightly to give me a shaded feel. And when you have these brush pens, they're very cool with how you can do a fat line that's fat and thin, and then do it really fast, and then it looks like it's shade. It's just a beautiful thing. I love that when you have materials, they can go from, they're so diverse in the application and the appearance of what they have after they're done. So more of line work on the face, going in, going back and forth. This is not the continuous stroke on this. It's just one line. No, I'm sorry, it's not the continuous stroke. It's picking up the pen. So drawing smoke. My daughter on the left side is drawing all these little tools that I have for my camera gear and all that. This one, keeping it light. Another thing that I say a lot is, don't let the creativity stop the completion of this work. Meaning, like, don't get caught up on, does this look good? Is the anatomy right? Is the eyes proportion? Just continue to draw and have fun with it. Just lay these things down. So now I'm laying down the face on the left underneath him. I'm also laying smoke down because I'm using this pen also, like, what does this pen do? So there's smoke on the right, there's these sharp lines, and I'm now putting in more black, adding just random shapes. It's kind of, now I'm going on the right side, adding more of these like continuous lines. There's another face with the eyeballs coming in, and I'm kind of working with those smudges that were on the paper to begin with. I'm working around them and now including them into the artwork. That's another thing, like, maybe consider coming in at something where it's already like, this is jacked up, and turn it into something, or a scribble, or have your kids scribble something and turn it into something, because then your imagination and your creativity will grow. So then when you're drawing something and you get stuck in real time, you'll be able to creatively get yourself out of this thing that you think is messed up and turn it into something. So this is just my thoughts. Then go into more of the line work, and go into the thin work on the lips and the eyeballs right there. This is just a black and white drawing. I'm picking up my pen, adding these like little smaller details to create kind of like what's going on. I like to create wonder in the drawing, so people are like, what is that? Okay, now we're for there. I just ran out of ink on that brush pen. I'm now going to change out that brush pen. I'll have links below of what this brush pen is. I don't use this one much, but if you like brush pens and like to explore these new different things, which I do, this is why I got the pen. Definitely get this pen. It's amazing. The ink flow is great, the ink is great. Now all ink is the same. Also, this paper is thicker because I knew this pen ink is more rich. If you use the wrong paper, this can soak through and all that, so you got to keep that in consideration. So now with that, I'm letting the ink come out, but you can see just in those strokes how I get that brushy watercolor feel. And now I'm turning that mess up into something. Like, what is that going to be? I'm making more faces and eyes coming out of that, more faces and eyeballs on the bottom. Not concerned about if this is proportioned. Remember, just let these things flow. Don't necessarily have to be a thing or not. Like, I think that was an eye, and then I turned it into, I don't know what that is, oh, I think it's an owl or something. So and then I wrote the word love. I'm just dadding out, when my daughter's with me. That's, I love it, So now I'm just kind of drawing more, adding more details and lines into the artwork. And my suggestion when you're drawing with black and white is just kind of look at it and be like, all right, I'm just going to kind of emotionally, visually vomit on here, probably a better word for that, or just captivate what I'm mentally thinking. I think artists get pigeonholed in a style too much when we have millions of ideas. Everybody does. So I feel that when you grab different pieces of artwork, they allow you to captivate something different emotionally, and then you kind of have this dance with the materials and creating. To me, when I'm creating, I'm creating with the creator, and we're like hanging out, and it becomes a beautiful thing. And this is also why I'm not necessarily trying to, I'm not drawing for the sake of the applause of does this look good. I'm just like, this is refreshing to do this. So put a crown on the top of his head. What else am I doing here? Drawing another eyeball with shapes, adding more words on the top. 281, that's where I grew up, A-Leaf, Houston, Texas. If you're from A-Leaf, Houston, Texas, comment below. Subscribe, definitely show the love. More here, I turn the pen a lot, so I'm getting fatter lines, and now I'm just kind of filling in the paper with all kinds of stuff and adding, what is this? More eyeball. I think that's a bird. Another face, love. It says stay calm. I wrote it in reverse. This is another thing, like just throw all things that are supposed to be done right out the window when you're drawing and just have fun with it. I think the funnest part of this was with me drawing with my kids. I think if I can't stress that enough, they grow up so fast. Anyways, this was the review on the brush pen. I'll leave the comment on this one below. I love this pen. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff's real. It helps out tremendously. If you have materials or characters you'd like me to draw in that one continuous stroke, or if you want to see me use this brush pen again, just comment below. Thank you so much for y'all's time. I know y'all can be doing a billion other things. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care.
Don't forget to hit the bell icon. Check out our art tees and art books. Enjoy. ArtistDQ. Subscribe.